Hi there, I just wanted to drop in and say hi and just speak about something that has been in my awareness a lot lately, and I've seen it with a lot of couples, and that is that the pathway to sexual intimacy is actually emotional intimacy. The pathway to sexual intimacy, to authentic and connected sexual intimacy, is creating an emotional connection first, rather than jumping to sex or jumping to sexual intimacy. It really doesn't work that way. So we want to look at then, how can we create this emotional intimacy? What do we do? What steps do we need to take if you want a relationship that has a deeper, more authentic connection? And I think if you're listening to this, you're one of those people who really do value relationships with yourself and with another. And so there are a few steps. Number one is make time. We all are so busy, of course, but you do make time to perhaps have a meeting, a business meeting, or meeting with a friend. Make time to create space and safety within your relationship. So make that time together. And make this time for emotional connection, not necessarily for sexual connection at this point. And number two, sit opposite each other. You know, we can talk and sort of be looking at the ceiling together, but if you want to create a deeper connection, take the time to actually sit opposite each other. This can feel confronting sometimes, for sure, because we're kind of feeling a bit more exposed when we're sitting in front of each other. But it's actually through this and through eye contact that we actually start to soften with each other. It's a beautiful thing. So you've set yourself up in that constellation. Next thing is actually you've got to connect with yourself before you do connect with the other. So far we've got make the time. Number two, create the safe space or the safe container, the two of you together, opposite each other. Number three, close your eyes and connect in with yourself first. So just connecting with yourself, how you're feeling, how you're doing. Come home to you first. Number three, open your eyes softly, and one person speaks first, just sharing yourself, sharing how you're feeling, how you're doing, and sharing not just like, yeah, I went and did some shopping today. Share something that feels really valuable to you. Share something of value or something of truth to you, something about your heart or how you're feeling, or some vulnerability perhaps, or some celebration, something you feel really joyous about. And then the other person, it's important to be still and quiet and just receive. So you're just receiving with empathy whatever the other person is saying. And then when that person is finished, then it's your turn. So again, you're creating that safe space. Only one person speaking. You're just getting to share yourself and share your deepest truth. You're dropping from surface level feelings to something a little deeper. And this can be stuff that might be a little bit more vulnerable. You might feel more vulnerable, might be one of your feelings. You might be feeling vulnerable or fearful or scared or whatever. But it's amazing when you start to speak like this and say these things, it sets them free. And you're able to actually clear that space for you to come together, to have more emotional connection. So try it out, because I can pretty much guarantee you that if you do create that space where you're holding the space for the other person, you're getting to share, there is a softening that happens. It's like all the shields start to kind of fall away, and love is the result. Love is the result of this connection. And if that's not happening, if you're going into kind of arguments or disagreements or something, just take some time out. I'll talk about that a little bit at another time. But love is the byproduct really of connection. And so naturally you will feel a softening towards each other and a desire to be intimate. And you might not even feel, for a woman, she might not feel sexual. But if there's this beautiful connection, then the bodies can start to come together. You can start to relax together. and just enjoy the space. So try it out. Remember, the pathway to authentic and deeper, more sustainable sexual intimacy is emotional connection, emotional intimacy. I'd love to hear how it goes for you. And remember that the Making Love Retreat's coming up again in a couple of weeks' time, 19th of March to the 25th. If it's something that you feel like you'd love to do, we'd love to see you there up here in the hinterland of the Sunshine Coast in Queensland. And yeah, until then, until we meet again, take care and bless. Thank you. Bye.